My name is Ian Casillo. I have been to 7, 8 startup weekends.
Hello, I'm Mark Hadley, and I have attended a total of 8 startup weekends.
Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Tyler Durden, and it's nice to be here.
Hi, I'm Ty Ward. What kind of introduction? 3, 2. Hi, my name is Ty Ward. This is my second startup weekend, and I'm down here in Fairfield, Iowa, and it's Saturday nights. We're in the middle of the thicket, creating this new company.
My name's Kevin Riley.
We heard about the concept, and we immediately looked on the website and we found the closest one, and it was Decatur, Illinois. And so Decatur, Illinois, we drove out there. Was it probably like a 3 or 4 hour drive to get there? And yeah, we went there and just had a blast. And we decided we need to bring one of those to Fairfield and get the Fairfield entrepreneurs involved in this weekend.
What's startup weekend again? What is it? Is that like a whole car culture thing? Startup weekend? Engine failure?
I got involved when a close friend of mine, David Tominski, told me that I had to go. So I did, and I attended my first one in 2015 in Iowa City.
How did I get started in startup weekend? I heard about it like the same time I heard about Burning Man, like a long time ago.
My first startup weekend, I was asked by a friend to help organize one, and I was not familiar with it. I was interested in entrepreneurship and startups, and it kind of just like took off from there, I guess.
Well, I was introduced to the concept of Startup Weekend about a year ago, and had heard Lee talking about it, Lee Ross, a friend here at Fairfield CoLab and co-founder. And just over time, his experiences were relayed, and eventually got motivated to go attend one in Decatur, Illinois, where I got in on the action and got to see how it works, and within the context of trying to figure out how we could do one here in town.
Oh geez, I don't know if I have a favorite like thing or like moment. Every startup weekend is so different. There's always something super fun and cool that comes out. I don't know if I could pick like one specific thing. That'd be pretty tough.
I want to say her name was Charlene, and it was in the second floor bathroom, if I remember. I think that year. That was amazing.
My favorite moment is always pitch night. I love all the creativity. Everybody gets together and people are coming up with stuff on the spot. People, wacky ideas, sane ideas that are too sane, ideas that are too wacky. It's great to hear all of them and have a room full of people that aren't judging, and they're just going with the flow, and they're actually enjoying everyone else's ideas.
The minute that I saw ideas change and some ideas completely, abandoned for something else. The minute I realized that it doesn't matter what idea you entered with, it was about the process, and that you could take it wherever you guys wanted to go. That little spark, that moment was really exciting.
My favorite thing that happens at Startup Weekend is seeing the growth of the attendees, being able to see them learning something new, learning how to take an idea and seeing if that idea is possible to turn it into a business. That's really great.
Next question.
Biggest challenge would probably be team dynamics. Sometimes people join a team and feel that they're obligated to stick with that team, even though the personalities on the teams aren't meshing well. So that's probably the hardest thing.
Biggest challenge?
Winning. Being a winner. Winning Startup Weekend, which my team won recently. And then the team fell apart.
Well, it's long. It is a whole weekend, and so I think the biggest challenge is just giving up all the little things that you wanted to do that weekend, or maybe you just wanted to do nothing, which is really hard to give up sometimes when you're packing all your weekends full or with family, and especially with family, to have them support you to go take that time and to be able to give that time to dedicate to that process.
In fact, it was all Scott's fault that it didn't happen anymore. He was the guy who could choose whether we failed or succeeded. Thank you. Next question.
I think the biggest challenge that we had was in one particular Startup Weekend, we didn't have our third team come back on a Saturday. So figuring that out was probably my biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge so far for Startup Weekend has been really keeping on track. My team this weekend has a lot of personalities that like to talk about all of our different things. And so sometimes we have to have our little focus moments where we all get back together. We focus on the task at hand to make sure we get our PowerPoints and our wireframes and everything all into our presentation, because otherwise we'll sit there and we'll talk about possibilities for our company all day long and not really get the minimum viable products out there. Creativity can really thrive in a setting like this. It's awesome to see people with way different backgrounds getting together and just coming up with creative solutions to problems. And it may not be my idea that I pitch, but then I jump in and I join in and I start helping them, and I find creative answers to the problems, and we all bring our own skill set. And it's fun to be creative in how you get to the solution.
I think that leaving smaller communities in a better place than we found it is probably something that I just keep in awe each and every single time. Inspiring people who are interested in entrepreneurship or startups or community building, and seeing them excited and hyped and super stoked, that's super heartwarming.
My biggest takeaway for a Startup Weekend is don't give a don't give a just don't. Stop worrying.
The motivation to want to create something and build a team and a community lasts beyond the Startup Weekend. Sometimes really strongly for weeks. In my case, it was months after the last Startup Weekend I attended. I saw every idea in a different light, and it changed the conversations I had with people. I was interested in their ideas more.
I don't know. Next question.
I am. I'm working actually with you on one. Cider Finder. The first one that we went to, we had a Cider Finder app, and that's where I met you, Jay. And I don't know if you want to be in this video or not, but now you are. And and so we started a company about finding your favorite place to go drink some cider. And we are still talking about that app to this day and trying to figure out a path forward.
Am I still working on any Startup Weekend projects? That came out of Startup Weekend? I would say yes. Yeah, yes I would.
Yes, I am.
I have only been a participant for like full only once, and that was my first one. So no.
No. However, one of my previous co-founders is still working on something that we started. He's working on a chatbot called Alfred that will help you basically find clothing in your area.
I would say that they should try it at least once and come with an open mind and just expect to leave the weekend with a great experience, learning more, learning different skills, learning about themselves. It's not 100% about ending up with a business, because statistically that is shown to not happen.
Do it.
What would I tell someone interested in doing a Startup Weekend? I would probably tell them that it's meant for them, like the baby Jesus. It's just meant, I don't know, or the Kabbalah. Maybe it's like the Kabbalah. It's just meant for you and Madonna. That's really...
Do it.
You've got to do it. You absolutely have to go try it. You will not be disappointed.
Do it.
Do it. Just do it. Find the 35, 50 bucks, whatever it is. Just come, have fun. It seems like a huge time commitment, but it's really not as big as you think it is. It's one weekend, and it's so beneficial for people to just show up, feel the vibe, get involved in it, and get your creative juices flowing for all your future projects.
Do it now.
I like to wear ribbed condoms inside out because I'm selfish. More pleasure for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel like this is like a dating profile.
What are we doing here?
I like, long walks in the middle of, alleyways, and my weaknesses are Bud Light Steins and Ira Glass from This American Life.
So it's good to be here.
Last parting thought is it's time for a beer. Let's get out of here.